What's going on, boys and girls? Well, it's that time. We're taking another trip up north. The blower is ready. The Echo is fixed. But before we get into it, look at this graph. Guys, 20% of you are subscribed. The others that are watching my videos are not. And this graph is a good way of showing that. Please, if you're watching my videos anyway, please subscribe to the channel and like the videos, please. I would appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, welcome and thank you for being here. My name is Brian, and you're watching. So, I don't know if you can tell or not, but I have two special guests in the truck with me today. Nate's in the back seat. That's Baron the boxer dog right there, and my bride, Flossie, is beside me. Say hey, Flossie.
Hey, Flossie. Oh, you mean hey, Big South Nation.
But we are a family that does things together as much as we can. Don't always work out that way. But I asked her if she wanted to take a road trip with me, and she said she'd love to. So we're going to go up there, and we're going to make sure the repair is done correctly. And then we'll see you when we get there. So, hope you stick around. Guys, while we're driving down the road, I did want to mention two or three housekeeping things. I don't ever mention merchandise, but I do have merchandise. If you'd like to get a Big South Outdoors TV hat or t-shirt, there will be a link in the description below where the website you can go and look at those and pick whichever one you want. I'm gonna be working with Flossie come getting towards the fall, because I want to put a couple of hoodie designs in there too for those of you that like hoodies. So keep a watch out for that. Also, when you come upon an ad on my videos, please don't skip the ad. That's how YouTube pays me. That's how I earn money. Just mute your TV and go to the restroom, or get you a snack, or get you something to drink, or whatever. But let the ads play, please. That, like I said, that's one of the ways that YouTube pays me. Also, watch my videos all the way through, please. That's another way I get paid. And like I said, YouTube pays me, not you. So it's just a little extra your time. I would greatly appreciate that. The third thing is, there's a little icon at the bottom called a super thanks. That is, if you want to help me do a project or anything like that, you can give to the channel. I never have asked that, and I do not expect it. I know the economy sucks right now, but if you feel that out of the goodness of your heart you want to do that, it would be greatly appreciated, and I would love you from the bottom of my heart. You would be my hero. So those are just some things I wanted to mention. You are not expected, you are not obligated to at all. Just if you feel the need, then you do it. And I would appreciate it. Thank you so much. What was that song that Elvis used to sing? In the ghetto. No, we're fixing to go through it though. Turn that the Valero. Arnett.
Oh my. No, wait a minute. No. Is that a Mustang over there? That looks like a Mustang. I thought that used to be a Polo.
No.
It kind of looks like it. Similar.
He was. I think he lived over in that part over there. I was wrong. They've gone up on their gas. Darren's wanting out, guys. He wants to get out and run. You want to get up here with me? Huh? Look. He made his way up here. Okay, we're getting ready to come to a stop. You need to get in the back. Go back. Good boy. Alright guys, we're back. I have to wait on this truck to go by so I can turn in. Oh, they're turning in the same place I am. All right, we'll be right back.
It won't.
Nate, grab the camera and come back here. Alright guys.
Of course, you'd tell me to bring the camera back here and you'd start talking and the floodgates open up.
Yeah, I'll bring it around here. Guys, they had to put a new carburetor on it.
Thank God.
They had to put this junction box that goes to the intake under this.
It's not focusing.
It ain't. Yeah, it is.
Oh, well now it is.
They had to replace this spacer, and they put new fuel lines and a new fuel pump on it. And it runs great. Let me crank it up for you. Now I'll go into more detail when we get back to the shop.
This one can be the one you use. I'll stick to the Echo.
I mean the stihl.
Yeah.
That one.
That.
So I've already had it running inside, but stop the train. I thought the blower was fixed, but it is not. I'm not going to go into a bunch of details, but we took it the very next morning after this video was made. We took it the very next morning onto a job. I ran it one job and run it for about 15 minutes. And I noticed it started bogging again. And when I mean bogging, I mean brrr, like that. No matter how much fuel I gave with the throttle, it just wouldn't tack out. It wouldn't tack up. And I cut it off. I thought, well, the brand new carburetor, now that I've run it a minute, it may need to be adjusted. Well, after we got done with that job, we finished it up with the stihl BR450. And as a result, we put it up on the trailer toolbox and tried to crank it, and it would not crank. And so I took it to another Echo dealer. You're fixing to understand the title of this video. After taking it to the one I took it to, who I will not name with my mouth because I don't want to be held liable. But after taking it up there and then taking it to this new place, and the name of the place is called Linder Incorporated, and it's about 10 miles from here. I did not know at the time they were an Echo dealer. I want that understood, because I don't want no comments, well, you should have took it there to start with. I did not know that they were an Echo dealer at the time. I had no clue. So please do not leave me any comments, well, you should have took it to a certified Echo dealer to begin with. I didn't know they were an Echo dealer. I want that plainly understood. I did not know they were an Echo dealer.
You should have took it to an Echo dealer.
Yeah. But anyway, I've got another video on the ariens coming, and it's gonna be a little heated, but that's all I'm gonna say about that. So I took it to them, and they had it for, well, the other place had it for a week and a half. They replaced the carburetor, they replaced the spark plug, they replaced the fuel filter, and they replaced the air filter. And that was it. Well, when they never even took the blower apart. All they did was check the stuff that I told you about just now. And it ran. You heard it earlier in the video. It ran. Well, after having it on the job and getting it good and hot, it wouldn't start. So when I took it to them, they took the blower completely apart. And that's what I'm fixing to show you now. Let me back up the chair here. Now, this is what it looks like now, guys. As you can see, they did a thorough analysis of what's going on with this blower. Here's the brand new carburetor. And guys, what I've already had done was $229. And I know you can't see my face. I hope you can now. They replaced the carburetor, the spark plug. You see it's still loose. They replaced the spark plug. They replaced the air filter, which sits up here, and they replaced the fuel filter in the gas tank. That's all they did for $229. Now I realize this carburetor is $132, I'm sorry. And because it is a genuine Echo carburetor. I get that. I don't have a problem paying money for parts that's going to solve the problem. I don't have a bit of problem with that. But what I do have a problem with is when they do not take anything apart to investigate to see, hey, is there any deeper issues that may be causing the symptoms that he's describing? They didn't do that. And I can prove it, and I'll show you how in just a second. All right, guys, Nate's got the camera holding it for me. You see this bolt right here? There's another one back here, and there's another one on this corner over here. Those are the block bolts that holds the cylinder to the block. This is the cylinder right here. That's why the spark plug's up here. Well, if you look right down in here, bring the camera over here, Nate. That bolt is broke off. And it's deep down in that hole. I don't know if the camera will pick it up.
Yeah, I can't tell if it's picking up anything because the sun's
all right,
glowing.
hold on. That hole Right there, guys. That's the hole right there. The bolt is broke off inside of here. Now, come over here, Nate. You see all this oil right here? You see that oil on my finger? All this oil has leaked out of the block because that bolt is broke and it's losing compression. It's blowing the oil out because the compression is allowed to leak out through that broken bolt.
And
now,
guess what happens when you don't have any oil?
Guess what happens when the oil blows out? Show them the piston, Nate. You see how that piston has got scoring going up and down?
Hang on. Let me focus it. There we go.
Yeah, you see the scoring on that piston? Basically,
the piston is not supposed to look like a zebra.
No, and the cylinder is even worse. Now, what happens, you can put the camera back on me now. What happened?
Okay.
Ha ha ha. What happened if this blower had been fixed properly to start with, instead of just jerry-rigging it and patching it up and actually taking apart like they did here? If you notice, all the orange part back here is gone. It's actually in a box inside of Clifford.
They basically, I'm sorry for interrupting you, but I gotta say this is a good analogy. They basically charge you $250 to give it a Tylenol.
Exactly. And
I mean, that's a good way to put it.
Now, I'm going to buy a new Echo, but of course I'm gonna buy a 9010T. I'm not gonna do it right now because I'm fixing to make a major investment. Hint, hint, video to come. But I'm gonna be stripping this blower. I'm gonna be taking this part off. I'm gonna be taking these tubes here off. I'm gonna be taking this part off. I'm gonna
basically be salvaging anything that can be used as a spare part for the 9010.
Right, and anything else.
A spark plug can be used for anything.
I'm gonna be scrapping the rest of it. The cylinder, the block, everything else ain't no good. And that's put the camera on me. That's the reason for the title of this video. Know who you're dealing with. Know who you're going to, because I was desperate to find a dealer that had mechanics to work on these Echoes. I could have very easily taken it to the dealer I used to deal with, but I didn't want to open that can of worms. So I tried to go a different route, and I thought I had a good, I guess you would call it, a good group of people. Now, do I believe that the people at that place are bad people? No, I do not. I think they're great people. They're very kind. They were very polite. But when I realized that they did not have mechanics on staff 5 days a week, I should have went somewhere else. That is on me. But I did not know that until after several days that they had this blower 45 miles away from my shop. I didn't know that. So when I picked it up and it was running, I thought all was good. Well, as you can see, all isn't good. So if you're going to take a piece of equipment that is not running, make sure where you take it is a reputable place. Not just because they got nice equipment, they got a big fancy name outside, but they have a good reputation. Now, am I trying to slander them? Absolutely not. What they do, they probably do a good job, sales and stuff like that. But when you don't have knowledgeable mechanics working on consumers' products, this is where it can lead. And the one person I wanted to give a shout out to that I've learned that from is Chicanic. If you haven't checked her channel out, you need to go check it out and tell her Big South Outdoors TV told you to check her out. And subscribe to her channel. And subscribe to mine. But anyway, guys, this is the end of the road for the 8010T. I hate it. They said they could fix it. They could put a new piston, connecting rod, and new cylinder on it. But that was going to be to the tune of $300, $350. with the $229 I've already got in it, I could buy a brand new one and come out cheaper, and have a brand new blower with a warranty on it. So I'm just going to be patient, and I'm going to wait and do it then. Probably around July, somewhere along in there, and late June, July, somewhere along in there, and get it ready for the fall. So that's going to do it, guys. Always know who you're dealing with. Always know where you're going, and make sure they have knowledgeable mechanics that know what they're doing on staff to take care of what needs to be taken care of. I hope this helps. I appreciate you sticking to the end with me, and hopefully, we'll be introducing a new one here in a couple of months. So this is Brian with Big South Outdoors TV, reminding you to live big, live southern, and live outdoors. Until we meet again, folks, have a good one.